Alright, welcome back to the page layout tutorial. One thing that I left off in the last tutorial, make sure that inside the wrapper CSS rule, you go inside and you also change the float to left. As you can see, when you do that, you get this black background and you will be able to, it'll be able to apply that background to the whole div wrapper. Alright. So now we are going to add some padding to separate these a little bit. So let's go over here to our CSS rules and let's double click on wrapper. Let's go to block, actually move down to box, and let's give a 10 pixel padding for that. And as you can see, it added padding around the outside. Now let's add some padding to our other divs, specifically our main div. We're going to want to separate the left from the main from the right. So in order to do that visually, we're going to go inside of box again and do the same thing we did for wrapper. Just give it some padding there. Oh, actually, give it some margin. That way it'll move it over. Sorry about that. There we go. We can also leave that padding to space it out a little bit inside there. And you can see that the main div is a little bit lower than the other, and that is because we gave it margin all the way around. And what we really want to do is we just want to give it some margin on the left and on the right. So change the bottom to 0 instead of 10. And then say apply. There we go. Moved it up a little bit. Now we can see that our right div does not extend all the way over to the end. So let's go in here inside of right and let's change that width a little bit. Let's say 160. There we go. Actually, let's change it to 170. It's got room for 10 more pixels in there. There we go. Now you can see that looks much better. We've added some padding and margin in our main, which is separated from the right and from the left. And in the next tutorial, we will show you how to make a header and a footer that will start to make our little sample page here look much better. So make sure you continue to watch and subscribe if you haven't already.